Coach Andy Richards, a 2-0 loss to Michigan State. It seemed like BG struggled a little bit to get some offense going. Was that, in your opinion, due to your team or due to their defense, or maybe a combination?
A little bit of both, I think. That's a very good team, Michigan State. It's hard to get some offense against, and I thought that we actually played pretty well in our defensive half, defended really well. The first goal was a really good goal from Haybauer. You're not going to see that every week. Let's hope, anyway. But as soon as we got into their half, I felt we kind of lacked a little bit of ideas, but some belief as well that we could really take it to this team. I mean, 2-0 against them is certainly no disgrace, and I think we were in the game for long periods of it because they didn't put us away, and we defended pretty well. But as soon as we got into the offensive half, we just seemed to be lacking in just a little bit of I don't know what it is, whether it's fight or belief or ideas, creativity, a little bit of luck. I mean, all those things have got to come together. I actually think this team is a lot better than they realise they are. They've played four really good programs this year and haven't been embarrassed in any one of them. And with a little bit of luck and a bit more creativity in the final third, we could have scored against any one of them. And that would have really helped them understand that they're a good team in the making. And I see it. And I don't think that they do just yet.
You mentioned this touchdown St. John's, I think, yeah. But congrats to them. But you mentioned this a little bit, but at the defensive end, the first goal is a header perfectly placed by an All-American, and then the second came off of basically a loose ball. I think a clearing pass or a clearing try. A player for Michigan State just got her foot in front of it, and one pass to a wide open kid. I mean.
I think we had some chances to clear it. I mean, Morgan Bergener got a foot behind it. When things don't go your way, it falls right to them. We had a chance. I remember the second half. Their kid put a foot behind it and just cleared it anywhere, and he went right to the feet of one of their players. And I went, oh, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So that they deserved it for the pressure they put on us. But of course, a scramble ball fell right to their kid, and it's in the back of the net before you know it. So. Maybe you could say it's luck, but I think they certainly deserved that. The first goal was a great goal, and Haybauer's a great player. We knew about that coming into the game.
Sure. Now you're the one who set the schedule, so obviously you're aware. But I mean, you've played a pretty murderous schedule. A lot of big-time teams here, and you've got one more game coming up. I mean, even though the record's not where you want it to be, are you seeing signs of things that you hope to see as you're leading into MAC play?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, when you put a schedule together, you don't really know who the players are. I mean, we've already completed our 2012 schedule, and we barely kicked off the 2010 season. So it's hard to know exactly what you're going to have when you play these teams. But I knew it was going to be a tough schedule, but nobody's demolished us. They've been 2 and 2-1 and 3-0 games, and that's no disgrace. We've showed we can hang in there. We've showed we can defend well. We've now got to solve the problems the other end of the field and score some goals. But I feel sure we can do that. We've got some great players in this team and a determination to do well. I just feel that the lack of belief when we play some of the bigger programs, that they really think they can do it. And I see it. I think we can. That's why I keep scheduling Michigan State every year. I keep scheduling the Big Ten team because I think we can beat them. But it's hard to transfer that belief from coach to player sometimes.
Now you've got a day of practice tomorrow, and then you get on the bus to go to Indiana State and coach against a former player of yours. But just any overall thoughts on Indiana State?
I know they're much improved. Erica has done a really good job with them. She transformed them. In her first year, she really got them playing, and we had a very tough game against them here. And from what I hear, she's doing a similar job this season. I think they're on a 5-game win streak right now. Prior to their games, I don't know how they've done. Right. So we know it's going to be a tough test. We're going to be at their place. It's going to be on turf. It's not going to be easy, but there's never an easy game in soccer, and we have to make sure we're ready to go for every single one of them. And
the question I dread asking, any other thoughts?
I'm surprised you didn't mention my new jacket, Mike. But
it is a nice jacket.
It is a beautiful ball with panning down.
Lovely Adidas model.
I should breathe in and make
yes,
sure
you should
like I've worked out. No, I think we just want to get going again, and we are excited for MAC play next week. And I know there's a change in atmosphere once that comes around. So be a good trip on Sunday, and we're looking forward to the game.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thanks, Mike.